Now that was round one of the 2018 CEO SleepOut, Schools SleepOut, and of course with round two comprising of school learners around the country sleeping out in their school grounds, of course this evening, and all the proceeds that are raised is going to under-resourced schools around the country. So joining us this morning to talk about this amazing initiative and of course their involvement in the Sleep Out tonight are Director of the Movement, Lianne McGowan, along with learner ambassadors Janke van Schalkwayk from Hoërskool Piketberg and Phumlani Nunu from Noorder Paarl Hoërskool. Noorder Paarl or Noorder Paarl? Noorder Paarl. I was saying to Phumlani, I said, you know, I've got this thing, whenever I see somebody cute, I just go, that is so Nunu. I'm not going to do that with you, because of course, street cred, guys.
No,
street cred.
In one sentence, you've completely destroyed his street cred. It's out the window, buddy. And now we're going to have a nice, cute little sleepover tonight, just to confirm it. No, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love this. We love what today embodies because it creates a platform for us to do something truly amazing. We speak so much about empowering the youth. Well, the youth have to empower themselves. That's the most important part. And Lianne, maybe I can start with you. Is that why you have involved the schools for this sleep out? Are you prepared for what's going to come tonight?
We are. We've done this once or twice. I think the school program has been part of the movement since inception. We've always believed it's important that kids from as young as possible learn about empathy, learn about giving, learning about the concept of how they need to change their societies, their communities, and the world. It's not up to the big people, it's up to the little people. And especially this year for Nelson Mandela, one of his greatest legacies was the value of education. So to have the kids involved in a year like this is exceptionally special.
But this is so awesome. It just warms my heart. It takes me back to my days, which wasn't too long ago, by the way, just want to say. Phumlani, but how have you and your fellow learners prepared for the Sleep Out tonight?
It was quite a tricky thing.
Really?
Because I don't think I've had to go to the posts that I've gone to at the moment.
Yeah.
The timing was a bit shorter from the responses of and everything. So like getting sponsors for stationery and stuff like that to actually donate to the school, and going to the preparations of the food that we're going to be feeding the people and so forth. So it was kind of that steps that we had to take in order to get to that point in time to actually have a successful school sleep out.
But you've done it, man.
Wow.
You've done it, man.
The images on screen, even it's so awesome to see young people involved like this.
Janke, maybe I can put this one to you because this, yes, it's about doing something cool and capitalizing on Mandela Day, but I always find when we get involved in things like this, you start learning these deeper lessons, things that will stay with you, honestly, for the rest of your life. What has this process taught you? What big learnings have you taken away?
Our school has been part of this great movement for like 3 years now. So like each morning I wake up, the previous 3 years, I feel more grateful and like appreciative of what I have, and I think that's a very important lesson, like the main lesson maybe. But as well, like I believe my friends and I will once again feel unified this year, like underneath the African sky, you know. A lot of schools are doing it, like it's a big
Initiative.
Yeah, that's
so powerful.
And then also like feeling and spreading the love, you know. It's all about the humanity.
It's all about humanity. Lianne, what would you like the learners, and not only the learners, but our viewers watching right now, to take away from what's about to go down tonight and what's been happening over the last few years?
I think the most important thing is everyone can do something.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a CEO. You don't have to... Every little person in this world can do one thing for somebody else. And if school kids can come together and raise product for under-resourced schools and spend a night outdoors in the cold, gaining that empathy and doing something, so can everybody else.
Yeah.
I've got a very important question. What do you wear? How many layers do you put on?
A lot.
Layers and layers and layers.
And then you put your blazer over that. But just to reinforce what you're saying there, I mean, this is a lesson that companies out there can really learn from. If our school kids, and I say kids lightly, guys, please, I know that you are young adults, but if this is what school children can do, imagine what you can do as a body, as a company, as an organization out there. The CEO SleepOut movement is something that all of us should get behind. Make sure you head over to their page, the CEO SleepOut, za.co.za, to find out all the details how you can back these incredible young people.